healing like they want it to, or is it a precautionary measure?
No, they originally said it would be 2 to 3 weeks. Best case scenario was when I think you asked me a question. Maybe Colby might have asked it yesterday. Depending on what happened with the MRI this morning, he did the MRI this morning at 7:15. They said it's going to wait 10 days.
Okay. He still has it wrapped like he had it before?
I haven't seen him since he got back. I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
How does that kind of change things? I know you guys were kind of hoping that.
Yeah, I was hoping that he'd be back.
Does it change anything as far as plans moving forward? Or obviously, you still go with what you have. But.
Yeah, exactly.
Matt.
With Jarrett Jack's recent bad news, have you used that as a teaching point with the team?
I haven't seen the team since that.
Oh, okay.
And in regards to that, I don't think, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Is Virginia one of the teams in the ACC where you feel like you can match up a little bit better than the other teams, size-wise?
Well, in terms of size, we may have it on size, but matchup is another question. They play 4 guys that can shoot the ball really well. For us right now, it comes down to just making some shots. I think we're doing some good things, but sometimes our inability to make shots consistently kind of deflates us a little bit.
Do you try to change the offense at all?
No. You got to keep getting the good shots, and we're getting some good looks. Maybe there are stretches where we get a little impatient, maybe shoot a couple off the dribble too many for my liking, especially from outside. But when we're in our rhythm and moving the ball and doing things we're supposed to do, we're getting good looks.
What about the play of the defense? Is that progressive?
Put a lot of pressure on your defense, you don't make shots.
Right.
You put a lot of pressure on your defense, especially if you're missing threes and turning a long rebound. So I thought we did a very good job in the first half, kind of limiting the type of threes we took against them. For some reason, started the second half, we took 5 threes in the first 5 minutes of the second half, and they got a couple of easy baskets out of it.
Aside from shot selection, which, like you said, is improved, over the season, what is there specifically that's going on around the team? Where
we got to attack the basket more. I think we're settled. We had that stretch the first 6 games of the ACC season. We were shooting the ball really well. Looking at the Virginia game, they put a graphic up there. I think Iman and Glenn over 3 or 4 game stretch were combined shooting over 50% from the floor. So it's not a matter of the inability to make shots. Just knock them down, just not make them. So instead of selling so many jump shots, get to the basket more. We've done a couple different edits looking at things. I'm going to show some of the guys today. Just when we attack the rim, we're a lot better.
Is that a bit of a function of the fatigue that teams feel deeper in the season? Just don't have the legs to try to beat somebody off the dribble?
Could be. Very well could be.
Aside from their center, is Harris the one you really have to box out and keep off the boards?
They do a pretty good job of getting back. They're not a team that's going to really try to go after a lot of transition. They're second shots. They're more about transition defense. Don't give up any baskets, protect the paint, and really try to. You see their scores are relatively low. I think they're averaging 55 or 58 points a game in the league, and you may look at that and say, "Wow, that's really low." It is low, but for them, it's not. They usually try to play the game somewhere in the mid to low 50s.
Yeah, I guess they had Duke in the 50s. And
55 to 40.
So you feel like they're going to try to dictate the pace of the game?
They always do. They always do.
What about Lance? Obviously, he's been the guy who's gotten the most minutes since Brian's departure. What have you thought about him?
He just stabilizes us defensively. I mean, he's always in the right place. Usually, if we have a strategy or a plan that we're going to try to execute, he does a pretty good job. And Cam's getting there, but he's had some freshman moments. That's for sure.
Still.
Thank you.